Hello everybody, this is John Hardy bringing business tips for you, and bringing the business tip of the day is this: your strategic hour. Now what do I mean? I've been coaching, as you know, for a fair few years now, and I discovered this really cool principle that is quite dynamic in the change that it brings to leaders. And that is the power of getting away from everything, the busyness of life, the responsibilities in the home, the leadership responsibilities you have, the committees that you've got to run, the boards that you are engaged in, and stepping away from all of that and using a tactile dynamic, and that is having a pen, pencil, and a journal. So they're very touch-based dynamics, and putting 1 hour aside from all what you're doing in any given week and taking that time aside. And I found I'm doing that with some of my leaders, and they're taking that time away and they're asking themselves questions, and they're clearing their mind, and they're thinking strategic thoughts, and they're looking at themselves, looking at their roles and responsibilities, and they're finding great energy because they can think, they can analyze, they can ask themselves questions, they can delve into the depths of issues that they haven't had any time to do, and they can stop and they can think. The power of doing that is transformational, because we live in a busy world. We will often ask ourselves the question, you seem to be really busy, or how are you? And we answer the question, oh yeah, really busy. And it deals with this whole question, and there's a really powerful principle. We were actually created to pause, to stop, to reflect, and to think. And I found this when I've encouraged my team that I coach and my clients that I coach. Instigate your own strategic hour and discover the best time in the week that works for you. And I found it's interesting that most people have taken the time on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, out on the porch, the veranda, the stoop, and they've stopped all distractions, and they've got their tactile dynamics, and they engage in quietness, still their minds, still their spirits, still the dynamics of a body, and listen. Listen to their thoughts, listen to their intentions, listen to their activities, and delve into this amazingly creative person and think strategically about who they are and what they're doing. And I've found looking at them, thinking about how they then engage in their process of leadership, or engage in their process of leading a team, or engaged in changing what's going on in their organization, they have greater clarity and greater purpose because they've spent the time to think. Because oftentimes people are so busy, as I described, and I use this expression that a colleague of mine gave me, that's paying the rent. Doing enough that either a week, a fortnight, or a month, I've got enough so I can pay enough, and then I start all over again. So do that whole dynamic of maybe a Groundhog Day type expression. So this stops that. This creates a value proposition for you to say, I am about this. It helps generate those values for you, generates that purpose internally and the way you think. It enables you to deal with all the surface dynamics of what's going on around you, articulate that, capture that, and allow the deeper person to rise up and to encourage that creativity, that energy, that strategic dynamic that's inside of you that wants to break out, wants to show you what is possible. And I've seen it over and over again. People come up with amazing and creative ideas when they stop to have their strategic hour. My encouragement to you, my tip of the day: plan your strategic hour. It will change what you're doing. It will give you greater creativity. And if you'd like to know more, please see the link below. That will take you to my YouTube channel, and lots of other great resources in there to help you be the better business person you want to be. Thank you so much for listening to us today. It's great to be with you.